It look like we inside the building with it. We outside, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get up on here real quick and talk about something that just happened in real time. Right? So, right, I had asked, this is crazy. Like, yo, the topic is about happiness, okay? More importantly, right? Self happiness. What makes yourself happy? Right. And truthfully, what I would say to you is this: if you have happiness within your life, have you identified the happiness within your life? The reason why I say that is because only you would know what makes you happy. Nobody else would never know. Nah. Let me show you why. Pay attention. When I was talking to a lady, she had a past name, right? I ain't gonna say the name, but she had a past name. And what I understood with her in that moment is that I asked her a question. I said, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "You single?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm single." She said, "But I'm also seeing somebody as well." So I'm like, okay, so she basically saying she not taking this guy seriously. I understand. But then she told me, she was like, "Yeah, she's like, once you can't keep me happy, I'm out." I was like, "Yeah, that's a great mindset." The reason why that is because she thinks in the algorithm of her mind, in a search engine of her mind, she feels as though like I'm supposed to search for happiness in other people. You could stay doing that. You can stay doing it. But guess what's gonna happen? You're never gonna find the happiness of yourself. You are searching for happiness from other people. They already had their own happiness. They already had that already. So you think in your mind, right? The rightful decision amongst yourself is to search for happiness in the next person. How are you gonna ever discover the happiness within you? How you gonna discover that? So you expect the next conscious that's on the outside of you, right? To make your conscious and know your conscious of happiness. How anyone gonna discover that, right? If you ain't discover it first. You see what I'm talking about? Like it makes no sense or accurate sense. If you are searching for happiness through another person, that person is not there to or created to make you happy. Right. Life is not going like that. Life goes in, I was created for myself, which means I'm looking and discovering myself happiness. I'm not designed, right, to sit here and try to figure out the next being's happiness. That's not what life is about. That's your own self-discovery. And what you have to understand with self-discovery, it comes down with self-knowledge. So if you are literally in the world like, yeah, I'm programmed to think that other people are supposed to make me happy. How is that? How they gonna know what makes you happy if you never discover it first? Okay, then you can't do that with people. Yeah, you can't do that. You need to you got to be with yourself for right now. You can't be. You're not like let's be honest with that type of mindset. You're not able to be around people. Hell no. Hell no. I was just about to talk to this girl, and this girl told me basically, if you want to be with me, you gonna try. What you got to do is keep me happy. And I'm looking at her like I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'm not doing that because on a simple fact, if I got with a girl, I'm not expecting her, right, to make me happy. Thank you. That's my own self. I'm supposed to make my own self happy. Don't get me wrong. Now, baby girl on some stuff like that's your happiness. Oh shit, I want to add on to your happiness. I understand that. But am I supposed to look at a woman like, yeah, you're supposed to always make me happy? You're supposed to make my happiness. No. That is sickening if you ask me. It is. People was upside down. I never knew that about people until she opened up her mouth and she was like, yeah, if you gonna keep me, you gotta keep me happy. I'm like, girl, ain't nobody doing none of that shit, girl. Girl, ain't nobody doing none of that. That's why the guy that she's with, telling me she's not taking that guy seriously. No, in all reality, the guy's not taking her seriously. Right. You're not. He's not. Any guy, I would never take a woman seriously. The minute she come out her mouth and like, yeah, you know what I mean? I want you to, search for my happiness, figure out what my happiness is about, and always pay attention to keeping me happy. Like, my life is not designed to do that for you. Furthermore, watch this. You could tell with the woman, She needs a father in her life. Right. Your father is designed to keep you happy. I'm not sure. I'm not like I could play the role as your father, but understand I'm fucking you now. So it's totally different. You got it? All right. So with that being said, right? What people have to understand is that you have to discover your own self happiness, right? And you can also share that with someone that you are dating with. Then they can understand your happiness, right? And they can understand what you like. Okay, so you have a natural, happy system. You keep yourself, you like things of self that keep you excited, keep you motivated, right? You're not looking for the next person to do that. No. Why would I look for someone else to keep me happy? Why would I do that? Think about it, bro. It's other people outside in the world walking up the street. You think they know about my happiness? No. How would they get to know? If I tell them or show them, that means that you still, as the first mind, have to do self-discovery when it comes towards your happiness. And this is why a gang of people, about 90% of the people walking around on earth like, I ain't even happy, because you didn't discover what makes you happy. You're looking for the next being to do it. Did it get you any progress? No. Well, if it's not getting you any progress, you need to do something different. Okay? The world, we are not designed, people don't understand, we are not designed. The reason why people don't find happiness is because you're looking for happiness in the next being. That's not how happiness works. Happiness works when you go within yourself and do self-discovery. Do you understand? Okay? The memories of knowing yourself matters more than all these people around this goddamn world. Okay? All right. And if you can't take that, right, as someone telling you that your self-happiness is what you're supposed to discover and you expecting someone else to do it, guess what happened? In reality, I'm reality checking you right now. Did anyone help you with your self-discovery of knowing your help or knowing how to keep you happy? No. So why are you playing the same game over and over when you keep losing at that game? People need to grow the fuck up. That's some kid shit. You looking for the next motherfucker to keep you happy. You must be out your fucking mind. I ain't never played the game like that, bro. Let me tell you why I don't play the game like that. Pay attention to the setups. The world is very psychological, okay? About 90% mental, 10% physical. Real shit. Now pay attention to the setup that people put themselves in. Watch this. Now, you in a relationship with someone, right? Right. Or friendship, whatever it is, right? Then you enlighten this being what your happiness is. Not actually understanding, once you understand your self-happiness, you're supposed to keep that towards yourself. It's supposed to be sacred all the way until you figure out who you're supposed to meet with. Thank you. The minute you share it with other people, guess what happens? They know about your happiness. Guess what they're gonna do? Destroy that shit. Now. I keep telling you, happiness come down to self, bro. It don't come down to everybody else in the world. Everybody thinking everybody else in the world. That's why everybody losing, bro. Everybody thinking in the world like, yeah, this person right here supposed to be keeping me happy. What? Boys and girls, they was not created to do that. They can share happiness with you. Do you know what sharing happiness is? It's when you share happiness. No. It's when the technology of the minds, right? Understand the intelligence of happiness within them first. Right. That means that they have memories that they can speak about, which is the knowing of their own happiness. Okay? What you have to understand is the reason why they're sharing happiness amongst each other is because they discovered the happiness within their self first. They didn't discover happiness from other beings. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? How are you gonna discover happiness, right? If you can't identify what happiness is within yourself. Setups. Stop. You're saying, right? This is funny. You're saying I can figure out happiness, and you can't figure out none of that shit. And the reason why that is because of the simple fact you have to identify with the happiness within you in order to identify happiness within others. You're not designed to keep other people happy. That's why relationships fall down. It really do. This is why relationships fall down. Because everybody's hopping in a relationship for all the wrong reasons. You are hopping in a relationship because an individual is unhappy, so I feel like the relationship is going to make me happy. You're not mentally fit for a relationship right now. Hell no. Because on the super fact, what I understand with myself is this. My anger and my happiness has nothing to do with other people. It doesn't have nothing to do with other people. That is something that's within my control. The minute I say that I want this girl to make me happy in my life, guess what I'm doing? I'm giving up all willpower of my happiness towards this woman. And she got all power to say, I know what your happiness is about, and I'm also going to use it against you. You understand that? So what you understand is that when it comes towards happiness, right? When it comes to sorrow, it all deal with power. Thank you. You don't understand that just yet. Right. Okay. It all deals with power. Understand? Okay. Now, someone said happiness is an inside job within. I'm gonna say this: a lot of people not understanding that, bro. You got people that's 50 years old, bro, talking about some. I'm looking. If you can't keep me happy, I'm out. Like you're 50 years old. You already hit the wall already. I couldn't believe this 50-year-old woman had said this shit. I'm laughing at her on the inside. Bro, you should see me be laughing at shit. I could not believe this girl because she looking at this how she looking at it. She looking at it like I'm a woman, right? My butt look good. I gotta do, and you got a gang of makeup on your face. Yeah, you got a gang of makeup on your face. You know what that mean? You're not a natural being. Thank you. You're not a natural being. First off, let's get into the tech. Let's pay attention to the woman real quick. Watch this. Why is it that she don't love herself? Why you don't love your own identity? What's wrong with your face? Why you gotta cover your face up, baby? I could never pick a woman like that because you know why? You discriminate against your own face. You don't wear your own face. You're wearing somebody else's face, which is makeup. That's a self-discriminator. Thank you. She's discriminating against her own face. She won't even wear her own face in public. Women like that, I feel as though should never get married and nobody should even be looking at them. Anyone can see, like, you're putting makeup on your face and the makeup is putting craters in your face like the moon. Oh, okay. And I'm supposed to take you seriously. The information and data that's inside of the makeup, I used to work for an industrial plant and understand that majority of the makeup has feces of insects shit in it. You don't have to believe me. That's just the reason why I don't party with girls with makeup because I understand that's a shit face that's on there. You understand? Pay attention. I used to work for the industry plants, so I know what's inside of there. The soft face, all them shits is fake. Okay, so majority of the stuff that they're making, even L'Oreal, all those top brands, majority of the makeup that you guys wear, women as a whole, the reason why you have craters in your face, I'm not picking on you. The reason why you have craters in your face is because the makeup is made by an ingredient. That ingredient consists of insects, feces, shit. So you don't have to listen to me, baby. I'm just the one that know. I like when women don't listen to me. It actually makes them a lot more better, way more conscious. I'm not even gonna lie, but I actually used to work for an industry plant, and they make a lot of makeup, right? And the one of the main compounds and ingredients is actually feces of insects. So that's the main reason why I can't actually date a woman because consciously she doesn't understand, right? That when it comes towards, how can I say in simple terms, when it comes towards how can I say, feces and shit. I mean, could I really take a woman seriously that has feces upon her face? No, nobody would. And then more importantly, if you're telling her about it and she's ignoring you, she's basically saying, baby, I like to be shit faced. It's all good. I understand some women have like certain fantasies and those fantasies actually get fulfilled. They do. And it's okay. I understand that some women like shit face. So every woman that I see with makeup on her face is nothing more than a shit face. It is because the ingredients that's on your face consist of what? Insects feces, and it puts craters in your face like the moon. You got it? All right, you have a nice day. You don't have to listen to me. I like her just the way she is, not listening. Make every fucking error that she can. That way I can capitalize off that shit. I'm done. Just being honest. Don't listen to me, baby. Listen to the moon. Make all the error for me. That's the way I like her. You like, no way. I don't make her let her make all the errors. That's when I become smarter. Thank you. Okay? All right. So that's just what it is. Okay? Hold up. I'm about to bust my ass, y'all. I know y'all asking me like, bro, where you just coming from, bro? Bro, like I just came from the grill and shit. Y'all was cooking up. Remember, I told y'all I'm working on my food truck and shit like that. So In order to acquire that, I had to take up a class that's coming up tomorrow. I got orientation and shit. Um, Basically a culinary art class. They're gonna give me all my credentials so I can actually open up my food truck. The thing about the food truck is very, very, very affordable. That ain't the hard part. The hard I ain't gonna say it's hard at all. It's just knowing. Right. Knowing like the things that I can cook, the things I can prepare from the top of my mind, the things that I can recreate with food. Because for me, I'm not looking at food as in, okay, if I can make a business out of this and this shit pop, I'm gonna make money. No, that's not the first mindset. My first mindset is that this is an art. Right. Like I love to cook. I never knew I love to cook until I started really like cooking. And I started cooking and shit. I'm like, damn, I actually love cooking and shit. So now I'm at a currently I'm at a restaurant working as a cook, right? Making more money, just being honest. I'm thankful for myself for real for real. And while I obtained this experience, right, in order to know how to cook for myself, I'm also in a culinary art class where I can get all my legal documentation. So I would say within a year, I would have my own food truck. Basically, what I'm showing people is that you can go from a corporate job into your own business. And this will actually be done. Everything is already planned out. The only thing I had to do is execute the action. That's it. This is easy to do. This is not hard. This is not rocket science. This is literally 1 year process. And the thing is, the people that I'm going through in order to get my certificates, um, they're paying for the class and they're paying for me. They're paying me to go to the class. Yeah. So I get money. I get money for learning. See that? Let me ask you a question. What if they structure a system, right, like college, and they was paying kids, any kids to sign up? I'm doing it right now. They told me they're like, yeah, we'll pay you for the whole year. I'm like, what? You gonna pay me the whole year? Culinary art classes don't do that no more. I mean, well, I don't know if they do that in the past, but today's world that I'm living in, they're like, oh no, we'll pay you for this. I'm like, how long is it for? They're like, oh, it's a whole year. A whole year? Damn. I thought it was gonna be 6 months. They're like, no, it's like a whole year. But I'm looking at it like, well, I got income coming in for about a whole year. Right, just by doing something that I actually love to do. I actually love cooking. I do. I really love cooking. I'm one of the best cookers. I'm trying to tell you, I cook that shit. You'll be sitting there like, bro, no way you just cook this shit. You cook this? Like, yeah. I cook anything. Cook anything, bro. What you need? A steak? I got you. What you need? An all vegetable plate? What you need? What you need? What you need? All fruits? I got you. I got so many, bro. I got so many recipes. It's ridiculous. You'll be like, look, come here. I got shit that you never heard of right here. Watch how your mind move, right? You ever heard of peanut butter pancakes? Look how your mind moves, right? I'm gonna show you how your mind moves. As soon as I say peanut butter pancakes, you're gonna be like, bruh, that shit sound nasty. That's what my nieces and nephews had said. They said the same thing until I snuck the peanut butter in there with some ginger and also some what's that? What's that? Not seasoning salt. Cinnamon. Yeah, I put peanut butter, cinnamon, and brown sugar. I put it right inside of the pancake. They started eating it because at first my nieces and nephews, I said, "Do y'all want some peanut butter pancakes?" They're like, "Oh, that tastes nasty." I'm like, "How it tastes nasty if you ain't never tasted?" And then you telling your mind a lie because you never went into action to taste it. Stop fucking lying to your mind. They're like, all right, you got us, Uncle. He a reality star, so you got to do everything with action, right? So they sit there, right? I'm telling them, I'm like, listen, if y'all don't like this shit, y'all can throw that shit in the trash. I'm not the type of uncle to make you eat something if you don't like it. I'm not one of those. Okay, you're not hurting my feelings. If anything, you helping me by if you say it's nasty, then I'm looking at it like shit. I need to change something up in this bitch. Word. That's how I'm looking at it. I don't get sentimental because you telling me what to do better. Right. So with that being said, or whatever the case may be, right? I'm sitting here like, okay, make the peanut butter pancakes. I gave it to him. I'm just sitting there just watching. I'm sitting there watching it. My niece, she like, Uncle, this tastes so good. I'm like, you like it? She like, yeah. She said, I'm gonna be honest with you. She said, I was going with my thoughts of what it would taste. She said, but you was right. When I tasted, she was like, this shit really good. I'm like, there you go. She like, it's different. She was like, peanut butter pancakes. She's like, I just never thought about that. I'm like, yeah, shit actually hit. It do. The average person gonna say, man, that shit. And when they taste it the way I make it, they're gonna be like, bruh, this is peanut butter pancakes? Like, yes. Bro, this shit is good. Can I have some more? Like, yeah. Everybody tell me that. Everybody tell me that. When I make the peanut butter pancakes, they always tell me, they're like, peanut butter pancakes, that shit don't sound right. Then when I put it together, right, then you like, bro, that shit was really good, right? You see what's at the bottom of the comment section? What's going on is that this is a program from the moon. They kind of like just paying attention to my life type shit. I'm gonna say this, right? I had come here. You that's commenting, right? Come here, I'm talking to you. I'm really talking through the bitch that's actually operating this being. I'm done. Anyways, little girl from the moon. I know that this is one of your avatars, I understand. Little girl from the moon, right? You remember I had divorced you, right? I divorced you. I want to let you know, right? The best thing for you to do is to keep fighting me because I'm never coming back. Okay? All right. That's the best thing for you to do. Just to let you know, I got my pistol permit coming in the mail. So I'll be shooting everything that comes from the projection of a moon. Okay? You want to do harm? I know what it is. Beat me down because you want me to come back. Well, my mind just got upgraded. So people that's trying to beat me down, I can kill them. Like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna start killing people and shit. It's all good. That's all it is. People being used because I divorced the moon. I divorced that bitch. That bitch is trash. You can tell her I said that too. You also tell her that she's sending in for her artificial children towards the sun. Children, tell them that I will project their whole vessel the fuck up out of here. Okay. All right. Little moon bitch, dirty as fuck. Once you divorce the bitch don't know how to sit here and just let go. Her and her dirty ass kids. You know all the moon kids from the moon. You know the projection from the moon and shit. They get very afraid when I say that. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let me see something real quick. I didn't really want to have a conversation with the individual. Um, yeah, I don't even communicate with the moon. I don't. I'm actually one of the destroyers of the moon. I'm the one that turned it red, destroyed the whole conscious. I'm the one that do the lunar eclipse. The reason why that is because anyone can understand that the sun is the higher conscious of the moon. The moon is the lower conscious of the sun. What you have to understand that a lot of people don't understand is this. When you ask human beings as a whole, right, where does the moon come from? How is it that they don't know? What I'm saying is this. The humans that you see behind me, you see them? They don't understand how their conscience was created. Now, as the human being, right, how was your conscience created? The human being gonna tell you, I don't know what you're talking about. Now, what I'm gonna ask you is this: if you were created your consciousness, right? That's what you would want to know, right? But when you go ask human beings today, who is the creator of the consciousness of the sun? Who is the creator of the consciousness of the moon? Human beings can't even tell you. They're lost. Shit, crazy tech out here if you ask me. Like, bro, crazy tech, ain't it? Mm-hmm. Mm. Then it's the thing, right? In this world right here, that's gonna be like destroyed, or whatever the case may be. Um, what you gotta understand, if you one of them ones and you in your own dimension, your own consciousness, right? You'll understand something with all the human beings. Yeah, whenever I come through here, baby, they always looking, baby. And the sad thing about them is this: whenever I look at them, they turn the opposite way. You understand? What could be happening in real time is that they self could be leading them to someone. Understand that I like the way everybody playing today. You know what that is? The illusion is that you all are going against people in your families, right? Or you think you're going against someone. What you have to understand in this present day time, I will give you the setup, but over 80% of you, 90% of you will fail. Let me show you what's going on. What's going on in real time is that actions, right? Action, all the actions of what we are doing is being saved in our own minds. At this point in time, we all have a choice either to download the AI self or to download self. Now, what happens is in this world is this: once you download self, the word that we go into is the word that you reside in. Everyone else is in a process in order to fight against someone, right? But they don't understand by fighting, all the actions of what they're doing is to fight against themselves. So imagine this. Imagine everyone downloading their AI selves, right? And then one day we all wake up in a different world. The AI selves, they all get obliterated. The reason why that is because the new world is the world of self. It's not the world of AIs. It's not the world of fakeness and none of that. This is the world that we're going to. I know a lot of people don't want to go, but we're going regardless. This is not something that a human can stop, a human belief system, none of that. Everything of humanality gets wiped away from the planet. The reason why that is because humans as a whole hate the truthful image of the Christ. You understand? That's where it comes at the top. The human's conscience is only designed in order to hate the truthful image of the Christ. You understand? Humans never love the truthful image of the Christ. You're not designed to do that. That's impossible for you to do that. Furthermore, when it comes towards the human consciousness, it has not evolved. No, it has not. The only thing the human conscious has been doing is a repeated algorithm of lies. Not only that, the human's conscious also wants to plug other consciouses into a lie as well. It's not like you're free. You're not free because, on a simple fact, let's just pay attention to the data real quick. Let's just say I want to have a conversation, right? Outside